Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Risha's Tarot. Hello subscribers and hello new people. Feel free to subscribe. Okay, so today we're going to find out what makes you attractive. Okay, and also guys, if you have any readings, particular ones that you want me to do, let me know. Just put it in the description box below. Also, not description, I keep doing this. You know, I recorded this yesterday and I messed up. It was too much. My nails weren't done. I didn't paint them. I said, no, I need to scrap it. I just need to, do this all over again. And I also said, comment in the description box below. You can't comment in the description box below because only I can. So what I meant was comment in the comment section with what questions you want me to do, and I will do them, guys. Someone wanted another third party reading, so I might do that after, but right now I'm going to focus on what makes you attractive. Also, I am doing a giveaway. I'm really not sure how everyone else does it, so I'm going to do it my own way. So if you comment a heart in the comment section, I'll randomly choose someone. I'll actually put the names in a name is called something, but I'll basically get it to choose a name randomly, and then I will give that person a free reading. Okay, one question. And it's a free reading. So if you would like to participate in that, just put a heart in the comment section below and we can get it cracking. I guess that's it so far for announcements. But I was going to say something. I remember this. I can't remember. It will come back to me. I remember. So the zodiac readings, I will continue with Cancer and onwards near the middle of January. I'm going to do a few pick a card readings, then we'll add in some more of the zodiac. Sometimes, I might even do like a pick a card reading and then maybe a zodiac reading after, depends on how tired I am. But guys, it's like midnight where I am now, so this is what we dealing with today. I will try to be more consistent, but I do a lot of things as well as this, so bear with me. Okay, so power 1, you are the 5 of hearts, the 5 of hearts upright. Power number 2, you are the King of Wands, so I'll put them up like this. I don't know if that's in order, but we'll see. And then power number 3, you have the Ace of Pentacles, so I'm going to put it here. So power number 1, power number 2, and power number 3. Okay, I'm gonna go for power number 1. Okay, so we put these two, actually I can leave them here because the camera's on me. So okay, so we have the 5 of Cups. So what makes you attractive is, okay, so if I'm picking up some of you, when you have to break up with someone, people find that attractive. Now, let me explain myself. So the way you break up with a person, they're like, that was a classy way to do that. It's kind of like there's no hard feelings. It was like amicably. You just said, you know what, this isn't really working. Obviously, I'm not really good. The way I'm explaining it, I'm not really good at breaking up with people. You know what I mean? So that, and if I do, it's very harsh. But you guys have a very sophisticated way of saying, look, this isn't going to work out. I love you still, but it's a no, And the person understands it. They're like, oh, okay, well, I still like you, so that's hurtful, but I respect the way that you've broken up with me. Okay, cool, Also, like when you leave people's life, it makes them feel hurt, Like people can't get over it. They're like, oh my gosh, did pal number one just break up with me like that? Like, I can't get over it. Not, and I was saying breaking up, even breaking up friendships with people. You just said, yeah, I'm gone. It's like, we can't be friends anymore. Some of you just disappear. You're just like, I'm not doing this. Like, it was good while it lasted, and now I'm on to the next phase. And the person's like, what about us? And you're like, we're done, babe. As friends, as lovers, is a wrap. And they just can't get over it. Like, it's really hard for them to do so. Even when you leave jobs, it's very, I don't know, like, people are sad to see you go, but it's very classy as well, the way that you leave. Like, you guys don't do a whole drama of, oh, well, F you and F this. It's very much like, I gotta go, respectfully, I gotta go, you know? And people are like, I mean, that hurts. But it's attractive because they realize that I don't need the job, babe. I can get another job. I don't need you, babe. I can get another man. I can get another woman. Is like, we ain't scavengers out here, okay? I have options in everything. So people are just like, it hurts, but that makes you attractive because they know that you're not begging for their attention. You can go like that. Also, the way that you deal with your disappointments are very sophisticated. It's very optimistic, I should say. Like, something could go bad and you're kind of like, okay, well, maybe that was supposed to happen. Something better will come along. And people are kind of like, that's a good way to look at that. I would have not looked at the situation like that. And you're like, it is what it is. I'm abundant. That didn't work out. This will work out, you know? And if that doesn't work out, then another thing will work out for me. But it's not doom and gloom here. Like, I will be okay. And people are like, okay, some of you don't even have to say that, but like, a lot of setbacks could have happened in your life and people kind of expected you to just give up, you know, and you were like, I ain't giving up. I got things to do, and you do them and you succeed. And people are like, oh, okay. I didn't even know he or she could bounce back like that. So there's that. You guys are always, how do I say this? You're very different to others. When I say that, what I mean is you don't do what everyone else is doing. You don't behave the same way as everyone else. You have your own individual way of behaving, and an individual way of dressing and seeing stuff. And people are like, okay, so you really stand out. And you always introduce change into your life, and people are kind of like, amazing, because you don't feel the pressure of fitting in. You're like, why do I need to fit in? I don't have time for that. Like, I can do what I want, and if you don't rock with it, you can go, because I don't need you. I'm telling you guys, it's attractive. It's giving trendsetter vibes. You're giving trendsetter vibes, pal number one, and I like it. What are we going to call you? The trendsetters. Then we have the Five of Swords. This is funny because it's the Five of Swords twice. So it's kind of like, you guys are masterminds. No, I'm not gassing you up. It's true, especially for it to come twice. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that what makes you attractive is there are some people in your life that will try to do some vindictive stuff, like some stuff to kind of set you back. Or they've tried to, I don't know, maybe steal your friends. I say that because, you know, swords is to do with friendships as well, so it could be that. Or they've said stuff to try and manipulate you into doing something they want rather than what you want, you know? And while people have tried to manipulate you and get you to do what they want and make you feel bad about yourself, or, you know, to basically try to ruin your life, you're just kind of like, are you okay? you guys do the reverse Uno on them, or you know what it's like. It's like, I don't know if you guys have ever played blackjack, yeah, but literally the one card in when you play the game, there is the blackjack, and you have basically have to pick up. Everyone has different rules because everyone makes up their own rules with this game, right? But the way I've learned how to play it is, with the blackjack, you have to pick up 7 cards, and basically it's kind of like the person has put down the blackjack. They're like, oh, pick up 7, and then you're like, oh, you thought you had me. Then you put down the blackjack and you're like, pick up 14. Oh, you thought it was game over for me. You thought I was going to have to pick up all them cards. How about you pick it up twice? Okay? I know you can never play me. I will play you before you play me. So every time people try to play you, it flops. It doesn't work out. And they're like, damn. And you're like, you tried it. You tried it, but you didn't win. You didn't win. So, you know what I mean? You guys just flip the whole situation. When someone tries to do something weird, you're like, no, because this is what it was. You tried to do this, and I'm going to put it back like this because you're not ruining my flow and what I'm doing. Yeah. So I like you guys already. Like, people are, someone, and I know someone has tried to manipulate you, okay? They are basically this animal. I don't know if it's a leopard or cheetah, don't cuss me, I think it's a leopard. And it tried to attack you, and you was like, oh, no, I think not. And you attacked it. But I feel like in this situation, obviously I need to learn the cards properly. This deck, this is the African American tarot, by the way. It's kind of like, it seems like he did it for self-defense, because kind of like if he didn't kill it, then it would have killed him, the animal. So, yeah. And then you have this line in the back, and this is other people watching you, and they're like, damn, look at the way part number 1 just killed that lion. No, sorry, killed that leopard. I don't really want that to be happening to me, so how about I just stay back here? So they're like, I don't want to smoke. Part number 1, the people are like, I don't want the smoke with you, part number 1. That's how they're feeling. They're like, I don't think I want to do that, because I saw how it went for that person, and I don't want to be the second person to go through that. So people second guess, and they're like, maybe I shouldn't mess with pile number 1, because I just don't want that kind of smoke. You guys are very strategic, and people like that about you, because there's some sort of joy. I don't know, and I think this is people that mainly support you, really. People see how other people try to play you, and you're like, no, babe. No, you're like, no, obviously. But you know, they're underestimating you. I feel like some of you are just like, okay, let me see how far this person goes to try and ruin my life, because this is hilarious, because they ain't ruining my life. What they're doing is ruining their life. They ain't ruining my life. And then, you know, your supporters are watching, and they're like, this person don't even know what they're about to go through, because you don't mess with pile number 1 like that, because it's gonna backfire. So people know that when other people mess with you, it gets long. They're like, it's gonna go bad for this person. Why are they gonna mess with pile number 1 like that? Now they're gonna have to deal with the consequences, and there's just not cute consequences. So there's that. You guys are go-getters. I'm picking up. So if you guys want something, you go and get it. No one's going to stop you from getting what you want. Also, you're really good with words. So if you kind of know how to get your way in situations just by the way you say stuff. So you can be quite persuasive, and people find that attractive. They're like, okay. Pile number 1 has lyrics. They have lyrics. Not much people have lyrics, you know. So your lyrics, meaning your words, they get you access to a lot of things, and people find that quite attractive about you. But as I said, like, you being able to flip the script on people trying to do something weird to you, people find that attractive as well, because it actually takes, you have to be like super duper smart to basically be able to do that. Because a lot of people, they just fall for the trap, and you guys are like, I ain't falling for no trap. I know exactly what you're trying to do. You see, when you're setting up that trap, you're going to fall in it, not me. So yeah. Also, when a group of people are against you and, you know, they're saying some sharp stuff, and they're trying to get like a lot of people against you, you're like, okay, you guys can all be against me, that's fine, because the truth is the truth, and I am how I am, and I don't care if all of you are against me. I'm gonna do what I want. And then what happens in the long run is people, they're like, oh, okay, cool, and they respect that you're not going to agree with them, and they actually respect that you didn't agree with them there and then, because it shows that you don't follow the crowd. So then what happens is sometimes whatever you believe in, or you know, however you do things, people will try to copy it after a while, even though they didn't believe it at first. And some of you probably just like, you wasn't rocking with me when I had this opinion. You switched on me when everyone else switched on me. Now you want to be all in my grill and speaking to me like we're buddy buddy. So there's that. Okay. Okay. I mean, you guys are the trendsetters. I just have no words. We have five, so much fives here. Five of cups, five of swords, and five of swords again. So you guys are like really different in a really good way. Like, you're just really not like a lot of the people that you're around. Very, I don't know the word. I'm not even going to try and embarrass myself on YouTube right now. Okay, so we have Dionysus ecstasy reversed. So you guys know when to have fun. You know, drink, smoke, party, leisure, massage, hair did, nails done, hang with the bros. Okay, you know when to do all that. But when it's time to get serious, you're like, okay, playtime's over, playtime's over, playtime's over. Because cards reversed, because it's giving me like, you know when, you know how to not overindulge. You know when to say, okay, cool, I actually have things to do. Like, I have work to hand in. I have to go to work tomorrow, so I can't be drinking like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a hangover. How am I gonna drive back home if I drink too much? That's not gonna work. I don't know. Maybe you kind of know when to leave the party. You know, some people don't know when to leave, or they don't know when to stop something, and then it becomes overindulgent. You guys don't get to that stage. You're like, okay, it's time for bed now. Okay, it's time for me to go home. Yeah, I've passed my limit now. Some of you is because you can kind of see that if you go overboard, there's going to be negative consequences. So you're like, yeah, I'm not really going to do that to myself. And then some of you is just literally a thing where you actually have things to do other than sit here and just party and just basically chill. And you're like, I can't chill. I have things to do. Like, it's nice to do for a couple hours, maybe a day, but I'm not doing this 24/7. Like, that's not what my life is. Maybe it's what your life is, but it's not what my life is. Okay, so all right. Some of you may previously have spent time with people that didn't really know what they wanted to do in life, and you guys are kind of like, yeah, I can't be chilling with you guys because you just have no ambition. And to be fair, like, to each his own. If someone doesn't have ambition, cool, whatever, in it, that's their thing. I'm not judging. What I'm trying to say is, some of you were judging, and some of you kind of like, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. This is lazy, and I need to basically do what I need to do to be successful in life, and you just want to chill and just drink and smoke your life away and party your life away. What are you doing? So like, people kind of respect that you have a limit of relaxing and indulging. Basically, you don't overdo it. Is attractive. Also, some of you may be the ones to bring, you know, your drunk friends, or, you know, be able to bring your drunk friends home, or be able to mediate a situation before it gets out of hand. And an example I can kind of give is that, you know, when you're at a party and then your friend's too drunk and they want to fight someone, and you're like, oh, everyone calm down, we don't need to fight no one. No one's head needs to get bust today. Like, no one, that don't need to happen, you know, like that type of situation. You're able to just sort a situation out without it getting out of hand, you know. I'd check if I had nail polish in my hands. I don't think so, but anyways, guys, I did my nails myself. Like, don't laugh at me. I can't get the fake nails because I have contacts in and I need to be able to take them out. You know what I mean? So that we're gonna rock with this for now. Then we have Angel of Alchemy Miracle, and the card says 21. Cool. So people feel like you guys are a miracle. When I say that, it's like you guys are very, it's like God made you and he made no one else like you. And I can feel someone saying, how you know God's a he? Okay, well, that's what it says, he in the Bible, so I'm just saying he, right? Like, okay, it could be a she, I don't know, but God made you very different, and no one has seen anyone that behaves like you, and people feel like it's a miracle to be around you, it's a miracle to have known someone like you. It's a miracle to have gone through what you've gone through and you've come out on the other side okay. You know, some of you are excelling and doing great even though you've been through some bad misfortunes. And every day she's wearing black, so every day you guys are changing. When I say changing, I mean evolving. And you don't stay stuck. You maybe stuck for a bit because of the situation that's occurred, but it's not long term, you know. You guys are very strong people. Some of you are religious, and you use that sounds bad. Okay, some of you pray to the Lord, some of you pray to whichever deity you believe in, and that's where your faith lies. And a lot of you are kind of like, yeah, like it's because I believe in this. This is why my life is going well. So it's either some of you just highly spiritual, or you're just very religious, and a lot of your faith has gone into that. We have it's kind of like, no matter what happens to me, I'm good. I'll be fine. That's the mindset. We have 21 on the card, so 2 + 1 is 3. A lot of people want to get along with you. They would like to cooperate with you. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of people that are trying to beg to be your friend. Like, you have a lot of beg friends. And some of you probably like, why does this person want to be my friend so bad? Like, weird. And it's because you guys are popping. No one's like you guys, you know. You guys, as I said, you guys are trendsetters. So this is what happens when you're a trendsetter. Everyone wants to, you know, be your friend and steal what you do. So guys better get used to it, you know. Okay. Then we have the ghost of the past. Ghosts of the past returns for a time for you too, but it was reversed. So the past ain't returning. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's not. You guys just aren't allowing it. Like, any past behaviors you had, that's gone. It's a wrap. It's done. You don't do that no more. So people are like, oh, some people are like, oh, like, do you still do this? You're like, what? Listen to me. That was when my self-esteem was low. I did not have growth. Like, I do not do that again. Like, we do this now. We level up now. I don't do that anymore. Don't associate me with it. So anything in the past, you kind of just don't embrace. Like, and when I say you don't embrace, it's like, okay, cool, you embrace it. Like, okay, I went through that, but that's not me. That doesn't define who I am today. You know, like, for example, like back in the day, some of you may have taken drugs. I don't know, and now you're clean and you don't do it anymore. And then people are like to you, oh, it's like, do you still take so and so? And you're like, what? Listen to me, you know, I was doing that when I was flat on my face and times were hard. I'm not doing that now. That I'm okay now. I'm not doing. You still speak to so and so. Listen to me. You know that's when my self-esteem was low. Don't bring up that person. Who is that anyway? Like, who you even talking about? I don't even know who you're talking about. Like, You guys are just over it. You're like, no, I'm not talking about no one from my past. I don't care about no one from my past. I don't care what I did in my past because that's done. I'm over that. Don't bring it back up because it's done. You know what I mean? Obviously, the way I'm saying it sounds defensive, but I don't feel like that's the way it's coming across. It's kind of like, you guys are like, why are you guys talking about that? No one cares about that anymore. Like, we're upgrading. We're not talking about that. So it's not like you're pushing it away, but it's like, I've dealt with that. Like, why are we talking about it again? It's done. And people really respect that because what you kind of find is some people cling on to past people, sometimes because they think they can't do any better, or because like they have attachment issues, like soul ties, that are hard to break. And you guys are like, soul tie where? I burnt that time ago. That is gone. I created a soul tie with this person now. That soul tie is gone, disappeared. I don't even know that person anymore. So it's kind of like, pound number one don't know you lot no more. Pound number one don't know you. That it's done. So get with the times. And it's attractive because, like, when new people want to speak to you now, they know you're not attached to anything from the past. Like, and I mean that in a romantic sense. It's not like I feel like when people want to flirt with you, they're not scared. Like, oh my gosh, you're still talking to your ex. Like, there's not that thing. It's like, okay, there's someone that just doesn't associate with their past anymore. So I know I don't have to compete with any ex or anything like that. Some of you is friends that are, okay, they don't associate with those friends that were low vibrational, so now we can probably bond. You know, like, you guys just don't cling on to things that don't serve you. Yeah. And that's what makes you attractive, pal. Number one, if you'd like this reading, like and subscribe to my channel. If you would like a personal reading, details are in the description box below. But now I'm going to go to pile number two. Pile number two. Hi guys, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hi. We have the King of Wands. So you guys are bosses. Did you know that? If you didn't know, I'm going to tell you right now. You lot are bosses. And that's what makes you attractive. People are like, oh my gosh. You know, pile number one has a business, like, and it's booming. Yes, it's booming. How did you expect it to go? Of course it's going to boom. You know why? Because it's pile number two. Pile number two made that business, so it's going well. You know, pile number two, like, no one can tell them what to do. Like, they're very much like, what I say goes, and that's it. Yeah, because pile number two is not pushover. Okay, pile number two understands themselves. So sorry if you don't like it, but you guys are very much in your power, and people find it attractive. But then the way I kind of said it also sounded a bit like he has some haters too. So I'm not gonna lie, pile number two, I was picking up hater vibes, now that I think about it. But guess what? Your haters find you very attractive, in terms of the way that you maneuver, the way that you behave. You're very much goal oriented, and you do what you want when you want. No one can tell you what to do. And a lot of you have, like, strong sex appeal, by the way, if you didn't know. People find you sexy. I'm gonna say it, yes. And that's what makes you very attractive as well. But it's not in a, like, a feminine way. It's kind of like in a masculine way. So even if you're female, it's this authoritative vibe that you have that people find very attractive. They're like, okay, she ain't doing up submissive. You know, she takes the reins and she does what she wants. Okay, no one can tell her what to do. She runs her life. Okay. But even if you're a guy, you're just in your power. Like, how society kind of expects men to be, which is, like, dominant and like strong-willed and powerful. You guys express that energy, and it's effortless. You don't try. That's just how you are. So, okay. Okay, that was weird. Some of you have a father and he's very attractive. I don't know how that makes you attractive, but okay, that must have been like a side message for someone. So there's that. Or the men in your family are just very attractive. So if you are a guy also like is like, okay, cool, the men in that family are very attractive anyway. It was bound to be a fact that pile number two, they're going to be attractive too because their dad's good looking, their uncle's good looking, their brother's good looking. So that was going to happen with them too. Yeah, cool. Some of you are quite confrontational, and people like that. I don't know. People just like entertainment. So when you guys get angry, people are like, "Ooh, pile number two's getting angry. That's kind of saucy," you know. And you might be like, "That's weird. I don't find it attractive when I'm angry. I actually find it quite unprofessional and embarrassing." But no, some people find that very attractive. Some people may even try to wind you up just to get you to fight them, and you might be like, why are you doing this? I'm trying to stop us from having an argument. You're trying to create one. Like, why are you doing that? It's because they like to see you angry. So it rouses them up. It does something. So yeah. You know, people are so interesting. You have the Empress. See, I told you guys that you're that guy. You're that girl. Like, no one can tell you. You're the Empress. This is a good card even if you're a guy too. So see how I was getting pure masculine energy from this card. I'm getting pure feminine energy from this card. So it's like you have a balance of the two. But it's very, is it divine? It's very up there, you know? How do I explain this? Okay, let me explain this the best way I can. So if you're female, you're just... Who's better looking than you? Who? Who has that divine feminine energy? Like you? Who? Like, I just, it's crazy. But it's like, you guys are very wise. People like that about you. But your wisdom is kind of like how a mum would speak. So some of you may be mothers. Oh, okay, cool. Too much message overload. Okay, some of you are mothers and people find that very attractive. So some of you may be MILFs. Don't mean to be disrespectful. If you don't know what MILF is mother I'd like to F. Yeah? I'm not swearing up on this channel, so okay. And even if you're not a mother, it's kind of like you have the wisdom of one, or you have the wisdom of a grandmother. It's like the wisdom of someone, you know, that's gone through a lot. And you give good advice to people like, I don't think it's wise to do that. I think you should consider this before you do that. You know, people are like, I like that. You think, you know, you are a good friend. You're a good mum. You're a good, some of you are fathers. You're good fathers too. You should know that. But you're fatherly in a way where it's not like I bring home the bacon and I expect my food on the table and harsh love. No, it's like I'm a father. I'm very loving. I'm very caring. I'm not saying those type of fathers aren't loving and caring, but it's like you're more into. It's like you're a father that plays the mother role as well. It's like you can play both roles. So that's cool. You're quite sensitive to your children's needs. So there's that. And your wife's needs. So if you are a man that's married or you're in a relationship with a woman, it's kind of like you make her feel like an empress. You make her feel like she's the most, like she's the only girl in the world. Hashtag Rihanna. Yeah. Okay, so make her feel very nice. Like you don't want anyone else, just her. And that's how these men should be making girls feel, you know. That's how they should make. Blah, blah, blah. But also, if you're a guy and you have a girlfriend or wife, a lot of people feel that your wife or girlfriend is beautiful, amazing, just wow. And they're like, well, then you must be good looking then for her to speak to you. I know some people think that this, like, as soon as someone gets with someone really attractive, it's like, oh, okay, so that means you must be as attractive as them. It's some psychological thing. It's crazy, but yeah, like because you have a super duper. Even if you're a woman, this could apply if you have a partner that's very good looking as well. Like because you got with someone that's very good looking. I mean, that is that people are like, oh, okay, so part number 2, you must be very good looking too. I just never probably deep tip before. If you can pull someone like that, like you know what I mean. People they don't fail to amaze me. Some of you can function well in the night, and people find that attractive. Okay. So I'm getting people, you're someone that overworks, and your hair is very nice. People find your hair attractive. That could be in this natural state, or even when you do something to it, it still looks good regardless. It looks flawless, babe. Flawless. People like the way you dress. So if you wear a lot of jewelry, people really like that. They're like, okay, I see you. I see you. I see it. I get it. Look into. No, I'm not gonna get into that song. You know how much songs are popping in my head for this reading. I've only flipped over 2 cards so far, but yeah, I feel like people get very emotional about you. I don't feel like you guys are emotional. I mean, you could be. I wasn't really picking up though. I feel like people get emotional about you, just because of your beauty, the way you dress, the way you behave is amazing, and people are like, that's a baby. He look good. Okay. Okay, some of you are quite close to your mothers, and people really find that attractive that you are close to your family, you're close to your mom, you still look after, you still care about her. They really like that. Do we have the 2 of Cups reversed? Okay, so here's one thing. So I feel in like, for some of you, okay, there's like 2 groups. For those of you that are in a relationship, what makes you attractive is that the people can't be in a relationship with you because you are with someone else. So they're like, if only I could have her or him. But obviously they're with what's his name or what's her face. So what they find that attractive because they want what they can't have, you know. And then for some of you where you are single, they're like, how are you so amazing, so beautiful, so handsome, and you ain't with no one, and you don't want me? Partners who don't want you, you're not emperor vibes, you know. You do. I feel like you guys are kind of like, I'm gonna wait for someone, you know, on my level, or someone that I just basically resonate with, someone that I click with. I'm not gonna just settle for anybody. And people are like, you're really not settling for me, and you're like, no babe, you don't tick all the boxes, I'm sorry. And it's not you guys being stuck up or anything. It's just like, you know what you deserve, and they're not it, and that's it, you know. So you're gonna wait until you get someone, or someone comes to you where you feel like they're worth it. And yeah, so because you guys are waiting patiently for the right person, it's kind of like, people are like, I mean, that's attractive, but damn, I want you to be with part number 2. Yeah, you guys can end connections at any time also. So that was quite similar to part number 1, but there was a bit more dread with it. You guys are kind of like, I mean, if I have to, I can end the connection. It's not an issue. You know, it's just like, if you gotta go, you gotta go, you know. I'm the empress. What do you mean? You think you're staying and I'm the empress and you're disrespecting me? You can't disrespect the empress. Are you mad? You know what I mean? So there's that. But also, you guys don't trust a lot of people. You guys are like, So when you're out with your friends, they might be like, oh, like, let's hang out with so-and-so. And you're kind of like, I don't trust her. And your friend's like, why? Why don't you trust her? Like, and you're like, I have my reasons. I may not have evidence yet, but you see my intuition. Something's telling me, no, that girl, she's done out here, I'm telling you. But you're not listening to me. So when you see what I'm talking about, come back to me. Yeah? You guys are like, you don't trust no one. And you have good... For some of you, it's like you don't have the logical evidence as to why you shouldn't trust the person. But you're like, intuition says that's a no. And then people kind of like, you're chatting rubbish, and they'll speak to the person, and then they get played or, you know, effed over. And then they come back to you guys like, oh, you was right, why would they do this to me? And then you're like, you didn't listen, you're too hard ears. I told you not to trust them. And what did you do? What did you do? You trusted them. So that's what happens, isn't it? Next time, when I tell you you shouldn't trust someone, you should listen to me. How about that? So people are like, so some of you have really good intuition, especially with people, and they're like, and people find that very attractive, because some people are kind of naive when it comes to people, and then some people are very manipulative, so people don't see that they're manipulative, and then you guys are kind of like, I see you. I see you looking at me, looking at you, you know? So you guys are on to people that are suspicious. And you're right all the time. So yeah. Then we have the Fool reverse. So what I'm kind of getting here is you guys don't switch up on people. Because normally when I see this card, I just kind of see it like you don't want to like make new connections with people, or you don't want to try new stuff. But I'm not getting any of that. I'm more picking up like you don't switch up on people and you don't act a fool. So when I say that, you know, some people, they kind of lose their mind. It's like as soon as they get a bit of popularity or they meet some new people or something, they change their whole character. And people don't like that stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's like, wow, where is your, like, I don't even know the word, but how could you do that? But you guys are the same, you know, like you guys are kind of like, this is how I am, this is how I've been a real B, yeah, I've been that guy, I've been a real one out here, yeah, making moves. I'm joking, no, but you've been a real one, and people respect it because you're not flip-floppy, basically. Like, they feel comfortable around you. They know that you're not gonna, for a lot of you, you don't embarrass people as well. You know, some people, yeah, like you'll go out with them. It's okay. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, you've worn the same top twice. I don't know, like yesterday you wore a top and then you've worn it again. Yeah, I'm just giving an example, right? Then that top you've decided to wear to the club. I don't know, right? Then you and your friend knows that you wore the top yesterday, but whatever, in it is cool. It doesn't matter, yeah? It doesn't matter right now, because they ain't said nothing to you. You guys get to the party and you see a guy, and the guy's like proper flirting with you, and then the girl's like, obviously the girl's feeling some type of way because she's not getting no attention, okay? And then the guy's like, oh, I really like your top. And then you're like, oh yeah, well, you know, I don't really wear it much. And then your friend's like, but you wore it yesterday. You didn't even wash it. Like, you know the type of, I don't like them. You know what I mean? Like, that's weird. You know them girls that move weird over a man, like that. Like, you don't do them type of stuff. And a lot of people, I don't like that type of stuff, because and this hasn't happened to me, but I've seen it happen to a few people in it. Like, when I wore that top again to the party when we was on our way, you didn't say nothing about the top. But as soon as the man wants to speak to me, now you want to talk about my top and how I wore it yesterday. You know what I mean? You guys don't come with that energy. You're like, if you was in that situation and the girl said that, you'd probably be like, you probably wouldn't even care about their conversation because your confidence is high. But there's some weird people out there. You know what I mean? With some low self-esteem. And we've all had low self-esteem at some point, but I just don't like, I've never done that before in it, so I just personally don't get that behaviour. But yeah. Let me just calm down. I just get angry about those stuff. That's just weird. You don't do that to your friend. You know what I mean? Weird. Anyways. Calm down. We're trying to read. If you guys have new opportunities, you guys will bring your friends in on it. Like, you'll help uplift your friends. It's like you don't embarrass your friends or your family, and you help people, and people like that, you know. And then we have by May Beauty. So you guys are just drop dead gorgeous. You guys are beautiful. Like, because how can you have the Empress and Beauty? Are you guys comprehending what's going on here? Do you know what it's telling you? It's telling you that you are paying, that you are leng. If you don't know what that means, because this is British slang, it means you're popping, you look good. You look good with a T at the end. Okay? Okay. And that's why that is a strong reason why you're attractive. You guys just look really good and it's effortless. Like, and I say it's effortless because like Biomate, I hope I'm saying his name properly, you know. He has a mask over his face. So it's like you don't try to expose it. Like you don't try to put on like, and there's nothing wrong with this, but you don't put on like loads of makeup, like you don't have to, because even with your bare face, you look good. Even with your natural hair, you look good. You know? Some of you have tattoos. People really find it attractive. They really like it. They really like it. Them tattoos, it was a good choice. It was because it looks good, okay? Some of you have really long hair. If you have long hair, people find that really attractive. Some of you, your eyes are kind of piercing. Like when you look at people, it's like seriously looking at them. Even if your eyes don't do this, even if they're like this, because mine are kind of like circle. It's kind of like you're staring into the person's soul when they're talking, but they like it. It shows them that you're paying attention, and but also it can also come across as seductive as well. So yeah, the way you guys speak, very attractive, very seductive. You know, you guys can make some of you may be like makeup artists, or you do something regarding art, but so if you're like a makeup artist, you're really good at doing makeup, and like your results are like really great, by the way, very beautiful. Also, if you're someone that likes to do artistic stuff like graphic design, fine art, then you're good at that as well. So you're good at making something out of nothing, like something, like nothing into something beautiful, you know. And you guys can see the beauty in people. So, and it's not just physically, that like emotionally, spiritually, mentally, you can see the beauty in others, and people find that attractive about you because you're not very trivial. You're quite a deep person. So yeah. Some of you, the way you stand, like your stance, is very attractive. You have a particular stance, but only because, yeah, by me, he's standing a bit. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if he's casting a spell. You guys can. I know I deserve to get cast because I should really be reading the books, but intuitively, it's like you guys stand a certain way that's very attractive, and also, some of you, okay, I'm picking up some of you are quite spiritual in this pile, right? So it's kind of like people feel, okay, I don't feel like you hex anyone or anything like that, but people feel like you leave, it's like you put a spell on them. It's like you made them like you. It's like it was effortless. It's like you just went shh. See how he's like, you went shh, and then the person just like is obsessed with you now. They just love you. They're like, how did they do that? Is it magic? Is it voodoo? What is it? You know? But I don't think I don't think you guys do that at all. You're just a good vibe. And I mean, if you do that, that's not, I'm not saying that's bad or anything, like to each his own. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I feel like some of you don't do that. And for the ones that don't, it's like that's what people think that you do. So there's that. But they find it attractive. They're like, how? Teach me, you know? Then we have Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, Healing from Heartache. So you guys have had your heart broken by people multiple times, endless times. People you should have been able to trust have betrayed you. And moment, I don't understand why I'm getting hiccups like this, because I had 2 teas, I had 2 coffees. Okay, so I don't understand. I got work in the morning and I'm talking about I had 2 coffees. How am I going to sleep? I don't even know. Anyway, the point is, it's not about me, it's about you guys. You guys have cried over people hurting you consistently, but you're like, you know what? I'm a bad bitch. You know, you can't kill me. No, sorry, I had to. Okay. Anyway, the point is, I'm a bad bitch. Okay, I'm not crying over this anymore. I'm just going to move forward and do what I need to do. So a lot of people know that people have hurt you consistently. People that are close to you, people that are supposed to support you. This could be a parent, a sibling, a cousin, like our boyfriend, our long-term girlfriend. Like someone did something messed up that they wasn't supposed to do to you. Like you would have expected it from a friend. But for some of you, it was actually your family member. That's kind of sad. I'm so sorry, guys. But like people have hurt you, and some of you is just like a long-term partner that has just betrayed you. But you're just like, you know what, I can still go on, and people respect it. They're like, wow, that takes a lot. You've healed yourself. A lot of you have done the internal work of like healing yourself and saying, you know, it's okay. It's okay if that person doesn't want me. It's okay that my mother or father betrayed me. It's okay, because it is what it is. I can't do nothing about it. What am I going to do? Sit here and feel sorry for myself? Got things to do, you know? Life goes on. I might meet someone who would never do that for me. You never know, you know? So it is what it is. And people respect that, because I feel like what I kind of see majority of the time, which is kind of sad, like some people go through this and then they just turn bitter and upset and horrible because people have done like really bad stuff to them. And I feel like other people have witnessed this with other people, but when they see the stuff that's happened to you, they're like, oh wow, like you actually didn't succumb after all that. You just progressed and done well, and you're beautiful. Like you're so beautiful. And they wouldn't believe what you've been through, because you know sometimes like you can kind of tell someone's been through it because they age quite. Let me not touch my face. I was told not to touch my face when I'm explaining stuff like this, but some people, they age quite quick because they wasn't able to look after themselves, so they get wrinkles and that quite early because they've been through a lot. But you guys are still youthful and beautiful, and you're like, I mean, that happened, but it is what it is. I'm not sitting there crying about it. So people find that attractive about you guys. We have 3 + 6, which is 9. So you're coming to an end of a cycle, guys. And yeah, coming to the end of a cycle. People are seeing you coming to the end of that cycle. Like something new is happening. They're like, what is pile number 2 gonna do next? Like you guys are just you're at a point where you're changing, and people are like, okay, what's gonna happen now? Because you're not giving me the past vibe that you was giving me. Now it's giving like, you know, like, oh, it's not even giving anything. They don't know what to expect. So they're like, right now you guys are like, stay tuned, and people are like, I'm staying tuned. I'm waiting for the episode. I'm waiting for the new season. What's happening? You know, so you guys are shifting into a new phase in life, and people can't wait to see it, and they find that attractive because it's not the same old story with you. It's going to be something new now, and I think it's going to be something amazing, to be honest. But if you like to read, then subscribe to my channel. If you like a personal reading, the details are in the description box below. But now I'm going to go to pile number 3. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. No. Okay. Pile number 3, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So my little sister. So the Ace of Pentacles what we have is, you guys are hustlers. You thought I didn't know? Yes, I know. I'm gonna call you out. You guys are hustlers. You know how to make that money. Okay. Don't worry if you're sitting there like, I mean, I'm out of work right now. I'll get to you. Hold on. But for the hustlers out there, I see you. And what people find attractive is, you know how to make money. You're like, okay, oh, this didn't work out, I'm gonna get money from here. Oh, that didn't work out, I'm gonna get money from here. So some of you that you're just always able to get money somehow. Like people are like, that's impressive. How they do that? I can't do that. Like some of you might lose your job one day and you're like, cool, I'm just gonna get another one. Some of you that could happen and you're like, cool, I'll go ask someone for money and I can get it. It's not an issue. Oh, I have a side hustle anyway. So if this hustle doesn't work out, I got this one. I have multiple sources of income. It's not a problem. And I will find another source. Play with me. So people are like, it's a hustler. I like it. So there's that. But then some of you could just be the fact that you're a very stable person. People like that. People feel very comfortable. People feel like they can trust you. They can depend on you mostly. Usually when people first meet you, they don't, when you first meet someone, you're kind of like, let me try work out this person because I can't work them out. I don't know them. But when people meet up with you the first time, it's like instantly, they're like, oh, okay, cool. Wow, you're right. I'm not getting any, I need to be careful vibes, like it's actually, you're cool. You're peoples. You're my peoples, So people instantly feel comfortable around you, and some of you are hustlers, and that's what people like. Some of you have your own businesses. People like it. Some of you invest. People like it, Some of you give out money to others. People appreciate it, So there's that. But this is just Pentacle energy, so it's giving me money, money, money. Money, money, money. Ain't funny. What? In a rich man's world. That's what it's giving me. Some of you probably are rich. Some of you probably have loads of, I ain't rich. Okay. Those of you that aren't rich, like, it's just you have a bit of money. People know, okay, if I don't have no money, I need to ask pound number 3. They'll be able to save me. Because let me tell you something. I don't have money like that. And I need someone that can save me, which is pound number 3. Yeah. I don't know. I hope you guys aren't sounding like, you guys probably like, so people only like me for my money. What is that about? It's only the first card. Calm down. There may be other aspects. Hold on. Okay. We have the 9 of Swords reversed. So some of you just don't care about anything. Like, nothing. You don't care about nothing. If it ain't about the money, you don't care. Oh, did you hear what happened with Jessica? That's not putting food on my table. I don't care what happened to my girl. No one cares. Yeah, that's the vibe you are giving. Like, any type of gossip, you're like, can I get money from it? No? I don't really care. I'm not interested. Oh, let's go out here. I don't know. I'm not really. The whole time I'm going out there with you, I could have made a certain amount of money doing this. My time's money. Like, come on. So some of you are kind of like, I don't care. I don't care. You don't really have anxiety about certain things. And people are kind of like, wow, all you care about is money. That's mad. And some of you, if it's not to do with that, because Pentacles can also just represent stable energy. Because you're very grounded and you understand yourself, when people come with like gossip or anything, that can create anxiety for you, you're kind of like, it is what it is. I'll deal with it when it comes. When is that an actual threat, like in my face, then I will deal with it. But right now, you're giving me he say, she say, and coulda, woulda, shoulda, and that ain't doing much for me. What can I do with that? It's not an actual threat right now, so I'm not thinking about it. I don't have time for this. That's the vibe you have, and people like it. They're like, wow, I wish I didn't care so much, like pile number 3. Or if it's not that you don't care, then I wish that I was as relaxed and sure as myself as pile number 3. And they really like it. Like, you have no anxiety, none. What if your partner like cheats on you? Well, I have to see it. then I'll while out. But I ain't seen it. I ain't seen them do that. So I see no reason to be sitting here scared that they're gonna do it when it hasn't been proven that it's done. Why am I doing that? I'm creating problems in my relationship. Why would I do that? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And people are like, that's very logical. Fair enough, you know? Then we have the Knight of Wands upright. So you guys are quite spontaneous. Also, your cover your ears. Your game is serious. Who is this? I'm doing a reading. Listen to me. Listen to me right now. You don't need to wait. Okay. Right. So the way you do it. Sorry, my sister's in the room, guys. I can't. Right. It's very, people like it a lot. A lot. Yeah. A lot. And that's what makes you attractive as well. So as soon as you are intimate with someone, they're like, I gotta go back. I gotta go back for seconds, thirds, fourths, 24/7, you know? Some of you kind of like, all right, calm down, bro or sis. We only did it once. Like, you need to relax. And they're like, no, I need it. Like I need water. And what are you guys working with? You need to tell me. But yeah. So you're like, I don't know. But okay, well, it's popping. Your situation down there is popping. Just need to let you know. Okay. You best close your ears. Okay. Then we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, you guys are hustlers. You can't tell me you're not a hustler. You can't tell me that because I'm not going to believe you, okay? You guys are very business minded, very much focused on the bag, very much focused on money, very much focused on creating your future. You guys are providers. You're providers. That's what people respect you. They don't just find you attractive, they respect your thing. Get what I'm saying? Sorry, I had to get ghetto there a bit. They respect you because you do what needs to be done. Sorry guys, my belly's growling because I'm a bit hungry. I'm going to eat after this reading. That's it. You guys are hungry. You're like, I need it, so I'm going to go get it. And you get it. And people are like, okay, results, guys. And you guys don't like think, oh, this could go wrong, that could go wrong. You're like, I'm going to do it anyway. If it flops, it flops. But at least I tried. It's kind of like, the only thing worse than failure is regret. Is that the phrase? Like, is worse if you didn't try at all than if you tried and it failed. Because at least you tried. You can say, I tried and it didn't work. But you guys are kind of like, it's better if I try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least I can say I tried, you know? And people respect that. They're like, yeah, you're not a scaredy cat. You do what needs to be done. Respect it. So, okay, for those of you, for the men watching this, you're really good fathers. Yeah, just what you should know that. Okay. Ooh. You could also attract older men. So if you guys are wondering, why is this old man trying to talk to me? Do you not see that I'm like 20 years younger than you, bro? Like, relax. Like, it's because like the older men are attracted to you because you're very mature. So they're like, oh wow, okay, you know, like they're like, yeah, this is someone on my wavelength. Like you have like the same mindset as me, like someone that's old beyond, you know, their time, but you look young, so that's perfect for me. Because, you know, men find younger women attractive because they symbolize fertility, right? So you got that on point, but also the mindset is on his level. So it's like, yeah, I gotta have you. I gotta have it still. And this is why you attract older men. You may not attract men your age because there's nothing to talk about, because maybe their mindset's a bit younger than yours. So that's a side note for someone there that attracts mainly older men. Um, Yeah, but then it could also just mean that you just get a lot of male attention, especially men that are very business oriented, professionals, men. A lot of people may a lot of men may try to speak to you for professional purposes as well, you know. Um, so yeah, because they find you attractive, you're the person they need for what they're doing. You may have a lot of partnerships with them, you know. People find that attractive. They're like, wow, you got this businessman to talk to you. That's crazy. I respect it. That means you're doing things. You're doing big things. Then we have theory of the divine hand, intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence, and reverse. I'll show it upright for you. Some of you that have seen my channel already seen these cards, but I'll just show you again. But it's reverse, babes. You know what that means? You guys are just over like toxic people, like this monster here, and this is you, like trying to give you a distorted view of reality. You're just like, I know what you're trying to do. You think I ain't heard. You think I ain't heard these words before. Like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to manipulate me. Let's just cut to the chase. Like, you need to allow it. You need to stop. Okay, you just need to stop with what you're doing because it's not working. And some of you actually just sit there and listen to the person trying to manipulate you, and you're like, he thinks it's working, you know. He or she thinks it's working. It's not even working. I already know what you're trying to do. It's not gonna work. And people see you're just not into the toxicity anymore. Like you're just like, yeah, I'm over that. You're done. Instantly, you're like, nah. You tried it though. That was cute. And yeah, people like it because it's like you're not going to let anyone ruin what you're doing. You're not going to let anyone destroy your self-esteem. You're not going to let anyone control you. You're like, yeah, I'm not into that. And you don't do that. I don't feel like you guys are controlling at all. I feel like if someone tries to do that with you, you're like, nah. I don't know why you thought that, but that's not how it's been done. You guys are realists. People like that about you. Like, you just say what it is. It may hurt some feelings, but people respect that you tell the truth. Like, let's say if someone has like a partner that's just cheating on them and using them for money, you're like, babe, it's a tramp. Stop talking to them. Why are you talking to a tramp? Do you not see that they're taking your money? What are you doing? Where their friends might be like, oh, you know, maybe he's going through a hard time. No, you're that real friend that's like, babe is a tramp. Even if she all has children for him, he's a tramp. He's using your money. Bye. Why are you still with the man? Come on now, do better. You know? Obviously, people in those situations are going to do what they want to do in it, but you just keep it real. You're like, what are you doing, sis? What are you doing? We're supposed to be elevating. Like, why are you going downwards? I'm your friend. That can't happen. You know what I mean? Period. No, it didn't go. Every time I try to, period, it doesn't work. Like when Carisha does it, it looks good. When I do it, it's because I don't normally act like that. It doesn't mesh. It doesn't flow. Anyways, moving forward, we have intoxication. Yeah, anything, just bad vibes. You're like, no bad vibes around here. I'm not a bad vibe, and I'm not introducing any bad vibes into my atmosphere. My aura is very nice and calm. I don't need that nasty energy. Bye bye. See you. Have a nice life. Nawada perfection reverse. So people like that. You're like. So you don't expect people to be perfect, but you expect people to be respectful, though. And people respect that about you. They're like, okay, you don't expect the unrealistic stuff from me, but what you do expect from me is to be respectful and kind. And people like that about you because it's like you're not expecting too much, is realistic, and you're sticking with that. And I respect you guys for that, to be fair. Also, you understand that you're not perfect. So a lot of you kind of understand, like, you may even say to people like, I have flaws, I'm not perfect, but I'm working on it. You're quick to say, okay, cool, I messed up, but I'm gonna fix it. I was closed-minded here, but I'm gonna sort that out, you know. And you grow quick because of this. You understand that, you know, you're not always in the right, and that you need to improve in certain areas, which everyone does. I need to, that, you know what I mean, I need to improve in certain areas, but that's life, innit? You just learn to do that. But yeah, partner, my friend. If you like this reading, like, subscribe to my channel. If you like a personal reading, the details are in the description box below. Bye, guys.